Hi, my name is Tina Novak, and in my introduction, I didn't talk about my favorite movie, so I was going to do that real quick tonight and let you all know what I think is just a great story, and that is The Notebook. It's about a beautiful couple who fall in love in their teenage years, and eventually they get married. But in their old age, Allie, is diagnosed with dementia. And when she tells her husband she wants him to read their story to her to help her remember, because their story was so important to her. She didn't ever want to forget it. And so every day he would go to the nursing home where she was at, and he would read that story to her, and it did help her remember. And one day he has a heart attack and he is taken to the hospital. And while he's in the hospital, she is taken to the dementia ward in the same hospital. And so he would sneak down the hallway and find a room in the middle of the night, and he would start talking to her. And sometimes she would remember him and sometimes she wouldn't. And the nights that she wouldn't, sometimes she would just go crazy and she would panic, and they'd have to come in and give her medicine to sedate her, and it would just break his heart because he loved her so much. And so he would go back to his room, and then the next night he would sneak down there again, and he just couldn't stand to be away from her. And one night he goes down there and he's talking to her about their story, reading their book, their story to her, and she remembers him. She knows who he is. She knows her love for him. And it was just a good moment. And so he lays down with her and they fall asleep. And that night, they both die while they're asleep. And they discover them the next morning. And so everything is taken care of at that point. But I just love the story because it's about genuine love and for each other, and that's what a marriage should be like, and that's what love should be like. And it just reminds me of me and my husband and the love that we have for each other. And I'm not going to say it's always easy, but it is fun and interesting, and we have our moments of frustration, but we love each other, and I can see him playing that role in our lives if we ever went through something like that. Anyway, it's a great story. It's a good movie. You should watch it if you haven't already.